Yeah, poor Caitlin. She's like, okay. She's got like the laptop, the camera. She just was like, what do I? We're like, okay, this, and then
you also have to watch the screen.
Oh yeah, also the screen, the remote control. She set a timer for every 11 minutes. That way she would remember to. To be fair, we were like, I was talking to her. I was asking her questions. Like, oh, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? She's like, oh, that. You're like, shit. Yeah.
Don't look at me like that.
She was only by a minute. Yeah. All I kept thinking is the panel of experts in my head. One of them is now a podcast producer, professional podcast producer. And that they're like watching me editing together, 12 video clips to like one audio file and syncing them and just being like, really? Like, this is your process? Like, oh my God.
Shut up.
All we can afford.
Shut up. Panel of experts.
They just get louder.
Rude. Rude. Speaking of voices in their head, let's get started because my book has that.
Okay.
What I'm reading.
I can't wait.
Oh. Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Jessica.
And welcome to A Court of Books and Babes,
a podcast where two best friends review, react to, and rate our, and soon to be your, favorite fantasy books.
Before we press play, consider this your spoiler warning. We're operating with zero restrictions. We'll be pulling threads from ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, and Crescent City because worlds overlap, the themes echo, and we're absolutely saying the quiet connections out loud. If a title gets mentioned in this next section, it's on the table.
But don't worry, babes. We'll keep our non-Maasverse spoilers limited to the beginning of the pod, where we'll spill the tea, surreal style, on what else we're reading. If your TBR isn't caught up with ours, just skip ahead. Okay. Now that that's established.
Oh my gosh, One Dark Window.
Okay.
It's so good.
So this is the same author as The Night and the Moth?
Yes.
But this is more gothic?
Yes.
Okay. Does it feel like anathema?
Yes. I am obsessed with it. Of course, the main character girl's name, it's like
impossible.
Ilsbeth? Is that
right? Yes, you were saying that.
Nobody knows. People call her Bess. So that's good.
Bess? Okay.
I'm like, okay.
I can say that one.
That's a win.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. I don't want to give anything away because I really hope you read it. But every chapter kind of starts with this like poem or like I don't know, it's in a little box at the beginning and it's like either a poem, like sometimes it rhymes, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
It's so good. And then so the premise is, you learn this in the first like 2 pages.
Okay.
She gets like this infection.
Okay.
Which also kind of reminds me of anathema. Like the Savander has the infection.
Yes, right.
Anyways, It doesn't really affect how she looks except like the blood in her veins, like in her arms, is like black.
Ooh.
And there's a voice in her head or like magic.
As part of this infection?
Yes.
Okay.
Called the Nightmare. And he is interesting. He's described as like oily and slick every time he shows up. And he perpetually like taps his long talons.
So she can see him as well in her head.
Only his eyes sometimes.
And then his hands tap, or she hears his.
She hears. Because he like hides in like the dark corners of her mind. It's described. So like she can like ask for him or like call to him, but he doesn't always respond. And anyways, it is great.
How far in are you?
A 5th.
Okay, so you still got a ways to go. And is it big?
It's like 650.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah,
it's down a little.
No, second one. 2 Twisted Crowns is the second one, but it's a completed duology.
Okay, that's nice.
Oh my god, it's so good. Again, the world is like old-timey, so it's like castles and there's some knights, and of course if you like are found to be infected, like all the infected people get like murdered, like kids at birth kind of thing, and like or not at birth because they have to be infected, but like you're not allowed to live if you have the infection.
Oh, okay. It's a death sentence.
Yes. And there's like this group that hunts the infected people, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this
And
sounds so good.
She has just met what I am assuming is the love interest.
Okay. In my head, I was kind of like, is the nightmare the love interest? Like a minute of that, I'm like, ooh.
I
don't
think so.
She's in love with the voice in her head.
So she's like, she doesn't, and we don't know, but she doesn't think she has magic. She just thinks it's like this voice in her head.
Right.
But there's also like, so there's these cards that the magic system is like based around, and they're kind of like tarot cards. Also, you learn this in like the first 2 chapters.
Okay.
So it's not spoiling anything.
Okay.
So it's like kind of like the creation of magic story within like their realm.
Okay. Yeah.
And so like the woods, of course.
Right.
Like the eating woods, kind of. It's always the woods. And there's mist that's like, and like this god called like the Shepherd King who like created the cards.
Right.
And like distributed them.
Yeah.
And like the only way to like stop the magic is to like have the full deck of cards and like go back to the woods. It's like
Question mark.
Yeah, I don't like it's still kind of all unclear because like in the main character's mind, like she's processing, I guess.
Right.
Or,
She's
like,
still trying to figure it out.
Unsure.
Yeah.
But yeah, the nightmares, I don't want to say he's like her conscience, but like he's kind of funny sometimes.
Right.
But like, yeah, it's so good.
This sounds so good. And when I was reading The Night and the Moth, it felt very, like we talked about it, like mythic and almost fairy tale like. But then it would have
this is like that.
But like a very, almost like a Grimm's fairy tale.
It's dark, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
But I found The Night and the Moth, every now and then there would be something where I'd be like, whoa, that's dark. Like
the drowning.
Yeah, totally. I was like, wow, that's quite, like, I wasn't anticipating how dark that was going to get. So it's interesting that she has written like kind of like a dark romantic-y gothic.
Everyone says it's like very low spice, but I don't think I'll care because the story
is
like,
so good.
Gripping.
Okay, I want to read it. It sounds fantastic.
I think her books get classified as romantasy, but I feel like they're maybe more like fantasy or like
right. That's the focus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not the plot is the focus, not the romance.
I find
I'm okay with it.
I find that
as long as the plot is good.
Yeah, of course. I find that if it is a female, if the novel is intended for like a female market, and there is any sex, it is instantly classified as romance, romantasy, smut. Like it is that's the
not just life,
right? That's the focus. That like if a woman is reading something and there's anything involving sex in it, that must be like the reason they're reading it.
I also finished The Nanny.
Okay, your little library book.
Yes.
And did you know who done it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was still good though. Like the characters. So yes and no, I guess. Like I knew parts of it.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it would go quite as like dark as it did.
Okay.
So it's pretty creepy. Have you ever seen the movie The Hand That Rocks the Cradle?
No.
It's about like kind of something similar, like a nanny like falls in love with the baby and kind of like tries to off the mom. But like that vibe. It was really good. And fast. I finished it in like 4 days, so it was good. But it was like a nice break
from like
I listen to true crime all the time. But like it was good and I enjoyed it. Like there should have been something at the end. Are you gonna read it?
No.
Okay, spoilers for The Nanny. There's something, so they are kind of caught up in this like ring of art forgery, like painting forgery.
Yeah.
And then so they solve the murder, what happened, and the daughter realizes that like the nanny is actually evil, not her mom, and her mom all these years was trying to protect her and all these things because now she's doing to like the daughter's kid what she did to like the mom's kid.
Okay.
So anyways, there's like this whole like reveal. And then the book ends because they kill her. and like the mom and the daughter kill the nanny.
Okay.
And then there's nothing resolved about this art dealings. Like they're just like,
Oh, there's like
I
a
guess that's
side.
that. And you're like, okay.
Oh, there's like a red herring plot almost.
Yeah, because the nanny like finds out about this and like threatens them, like I'm gonna reveal this and da 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 da.
Right.
And then, it's just kind of weird because like nothing comes of that.
Oh, I
They're
hate
like,
that.
oh, we killed her and now she's gone and we're all happy.
Story end.
And
Thin.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay,
Into
but
black.
like, so
But what
like,
about the art?
because there's also police like interrogating them because the whole kicks off by this like skull they find in the lake on their property. Like they're rich. The mom is rich. And then you find out the dad's bad. Anyways, there's like, this art plot. Just the cops stop looking and nothing happens. And I'm like, well, that's interesting.
I don't like that. That
Like,
would
so I
bug
was
me.
like, okay, whatever. Like, that wasn't the point.
Sure.
But I was kind of like, huh?
Come on.
Like, so they just live happily ever after, and they're going to continue. Oh, also, because they're forging art because they're on the verge of going bankrupt.
Is there a second book?
No.
Oh. I'm like, oh, maybe that's it.
No. They're on the verge of going bankrupt, which is why they're forging this art.
Right.
And then they like kill the nanny, and they're like, "Well, that's great. We can like happily ever after." And I'm like, "But you're poor, and how are you going to take care of your house?" I'm like, "What is happening?"
But it doesn't sound so happy.
Yeah. So, anyways, it was kind of weird, but the story was good. That was the only part that was annoying.
Interesting.
Dark Window. I'm obsessed with it. I think I'll finish it this week.
I am reading Frankenstein. I didn't make a ton of. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because we haven't seen it in a few weeks, so I'm halfway through, which is like. I was about halfway last time. I made it like maybe one more chapter. Still loving it. I keep comparing it to the movie in my head and trying to, I think we'll see. I think in the movie they timeline jump a little bit versus how it's laid out in the book, but we'll see. The Dr. Frankenstein, I think that, and also having seen the movie, I think that he is going to be like there's sort of two main narrators. There's two main narrators, and the one, Dr. Frankenstein, I am really, Shelley does a great job, and I think that this is intentional, of writing him where you feel like you're supposed to like him and like pity him, but you just can't. Like you're supposed to kind of relate to him, and you're supposed to, and maybe you do a little, but you're also just like, this guy. Anyway, very good. I've made a little more progress in When the Moon Hatched.
Oh, do you like it?
Yep, I'm about 3/4 of the way through now. The female main character is a little frustrating, and I won't say too much because you're going to read it. She just is a little frustrating sometimes. She's got some like character and personality stuff that I'm like, girl. But I'm liking it, and it's very fast paced, so it's easy to like fall into.
That's good.
And
that's audiobook, right?
That's audiobook, yeah. And then Frankenstein is paper, where I'm stroking the pages because they're so excited. Yeah.
I feel like it's so funny with Frankenstein how everyone who doesn't know about Frankenstein thinks the monster is called Frankenstein, not Dr. Frankenstein.
It's Dr. Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah. So it is. I've noticed that a lot.
Yeah. He calls him in the book, like Dr. Frankenstein calls his creation to the point where I'm at, the demon. That's what he's referred to as throughout the story so far. Yeah, I'm really, really liking it. But I also really now want to start this one that you're reading. A Dark Window. One Dark Window. Allie finished Frost and Starlight.
In record time.
I was gonna say the worst novel in the series, and she finishes it the quickest.
It was cutesy.
Yeah,
it is cutesy.
Yeah. It's like a good little Christmas story. I'm excited for Silver Flames.
So you're gonna take Silver Flames home tonight.
Well,
part with it?
Yes, you will have to read it quickly though, because we only have like maybe 5 episodes left of this book.
Press and start, it's going to be like 2
Mm-hmm.
episodes.
That'd be quick.
So, yes. I have to
Mm-hmm.
go through.
Tickety talk.
Did you read the bonus chapter?
Okay, I was looking at the chapter at the end is just like the first chapter. For
No.
There's a secret bonus chapter online.
Jessica sent me like pictures of a photocopy or something.
Yeah. But it's written by S. Jam. Like, it's confirmed. It's legit.
No, I've not read this picture of a photo.
Ghetto.
You must. It is so good.
Okay.
And it sets.
I'm like undressing. It's so good.
You should read it. And it sets up really well, I feel like, for the book that is being released in October. So before, because I think you will, hopefully, Allie, I think you'll be done this series
Yes.
by then.
I need to.
Yeah, so that you can get, have you pre-ordered your book? I found?
No, I should.
You should, absolutely. Anyway, you need to read the bonus chapter. Yeah, it's so good. Any other thoughts besides like it was cutesy?
It was cutesy. It makes me excited for Silver Flames because I am just excited about the whole Nestacassian of it all.
Naturally.
But Elaine was more tolerable, I would say, at the time.
She likes Christmas though.
She does. She
Yeah.
likes Christmas. She just like baking.
Yeah.
Like making things Christmassy. And I'm like,
Same.
cool.
I also love to bake and make things
Only
Christmassy.
a relatable book for Elaine.
So yeah, it was cutesy. I'm excited for Silver Flames. But I finished it and I was like, all right, 1984. Let's try it.
Stop, you're still plugging away.
Just give up. Just give up. Again, an unlikable character.
An
I
unlikable narrator.
need to finish it. I'm gonna force myself, but
What part are you at in 19?
like he's still reading the whole fucking
Oh, that is the hardest.
manuscript of communism. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
that part is dry.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I want you to read. Have you read? I should ask. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, the movie's so
So
good.
I
Never seen it.
read like part of it because when I was in high school, we did like
Had to read an excerpt or
for
something.
the drama class.
Oh
or
wow,
something.
interesting.
So,
Okay.
like part of it,
Yeah.
but I don't know the whole. It's a thing because it's like the wife dies or something, or she's crazy, and then the guy is like gaslighting her or something.
That's like a it's like a very, very small
That's
subplot.
what I read, but that's it.
Okay. I think you would really enjoy it if you're kind of trying to read like the classic literature and the best works of literature. Especially also because the story is about a group of what are they? Vietnam War, I think, soldiers who have come back and they're now in a mental facility, and I don't know. Everyone was so great after that. So it's a lot of like it's all mental health, and the intersections of that with like masculinity and hetero relationships, and it's. I think
If
you
you
would
don't
really enjoy
read
it.
the book, watch the movie because the movie is also amazing.
When was the movie made?
It's old.
Yeah,
Like
Okay.
Jack Nicholas is still young-ish in it. Like I feel like around the time of The Shining.
Oh,
Like when
okay.
is that, like 80s or 70s?
Yeah, I think 80s. Yeah, I think.
I think it would be around that time period because he may have won an Oscar for it.
Oh,
Like it is a good movie.
okay. I want to watch it. Yeah.
Also, Lord of the Flies. Have you guys seen the trailer for the TV show?
No.
No.
On Amazon, and it has the boy who plays Draco in the new Harry Potter series. It's like one of the main boys.
Oh,
I
interesting.
never read Lord of the Flies either.
You didn't read it in
Ooh.
high school?
Mm-mm.
I'm old.
You did?
I did not.
Yeah, I had to read Lord, but it was like it depended on. It's up to your teacher, right? They have like a list
Oh,
of
yeah,
books they can choose, and so then if your teacher didn't choose Lord of the Flies, you didn't have to read it. I mean, it's like very good.
Maybe I will.
Jamie.
Mhm.
The TV show, I think, would be-
You will like it. Also, like true crime
Yeah, it's
and.
very-
Mhm.
Have you watched Yellow Jackets?
Yeah, I feel like I was just gonna say it's literally like
It
that, but
is.
with boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what
I like
jackets
Yellow
I
Jackets.
fell off of though.
Yeah, I stopped at the last season 4 or 3.
Yes.
It's like it gives me sick feeling in my stomach.
Gives you anxious tummy.
Yeah, I can't do people eating people. I can't. It freaks me out.
Mm.
Have you ever watched Silence of the Lambs?
No.
It's scary. It's like the only scary movie that I've
You
watched.
really nailed that sound.
And because it's more like psychological thrillers.
Yeah.
I mean, it is graphic at
Yeah.
some parts, but like it's
The part
more
that
like
sticks with you is the psychological stuff.
yeah.
So I was on TikTok, as I am.
As one
As
is.
you were.
As I am. And I saw this guy. Sorry, I'm looking
As you
at
do.
Cassie's text. Cute. I saw this guy, as one does. And he was saying that the Illyrians are inspired by like the Illyrians of Albania or something.
Okay.
And so then he read an excerpt in an Albanian accent, and I must show it to you.
What?
Illyrians in ACOTAR are based off of the Illyrian tribes from the Balkan Peninsula, so an Illyrian accent should sound like an Albanian accent. I have no regrets in my life but this. But we did not have time, and I did not have time with you, Vesta.
So they're vampires?
The next world. The next world.
Transylvania.
It sounds like What We Do in the Shadows. The
No.
guy.
No.
Are they described as having an accent?
No, never.
Oh, okay.
Also no.
Yeah.
Blonde? No.
No.
Accent?
No.
All right. So they're vampires.
Then
From,
he
like-
hits RHYSAND.
RHYSAND wrong the entire time, because if you look at a map of Prithian and a map of the UK, you look up in the north, where's the Night Court? It's obviously in Scotland.
I knew he was going to say it was
You can't see it in
Scotland.
the Scottish accent, so I don't know why I didn't make the connection there. But whereas Cassian is from Illyria, so Illyria I would picture more of a strong Scottish accent, like Gerard Butler, very manly. Whereas Rhysand from the Night Court would be more of a distinguished Scottish, like aristocracy accent. You are a warrior, and warriors know when to pick their fights. They took what is ours, and we do not allow those crimes to go unpunished.
That's
We
Blake.
do not fear.
Yes, that is Blake.
That's Blake.
No, RHYSAND is, if anything, British.
Yes.
And like a very upper crust British.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
Not Albanian.
Not
Not
Albanian.
vampires. No.
Not What We Do in the Shadows.
I will say when I like first opened the first ACOTAR and I saw the map, I was like, oh, it's the UK. And then
I literally never thought that.
No, me neither.
I'm like, oh, it's a made up world.
Yeah.
Perfect. Here we go.
If you asked me to draw the United Kingdom on, like, just roughly, I'd be like, oh, no, like, same with Long Division. Better luck next time.
so it looks exactly like the UK. So I think that's why always you see people playing them and they have like British accents and stuff. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Also, I saw this. People have been using AI to create an ACOTAR like video game RPG, and I'm like, that would be so fun to like walk around.
Exploring the spring court. Oh, yeah. Because
Like,
of,
someone needs to do this.
yeah. Well, because the Harry
We would
Potter
start
one,
playing video games if this was a thing.
I would
I
actually,
love
I would
Zelda.
play that.
I love
I'm
playing
like-
Zelda, and that's kind of what it reminds me of.
Did you really?
I'm an
Yeah.
excellent video game player.
And then I
Truly.
I wanted to show you guys.
Are you?
Yes.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you, how is one like an excellent video game player?
Like eating games. I don't understand
Like, you
the
get,
question.
I don't, I'm like, I'm like, how? So you just are good at finishing the games. Like, whatever the quest is, you're good at
like
doing
the level.
the quest.
Yeah.
Okay.
High scores, all that.
Oh, okay.
When we went to Greta Bar, when Will and I were dating, Greta Bar is like a arcadey kind of bar, for those who don't know. I got the top score on what's the one where you shoot the you sit in the chair?
Yeah.
Space Invaders. I got the top score.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Killing it.
Will was like, huh?
Yeah, like what? Like
That's
it's hard.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes,
He's like, you play video games? I'm like,
ACOTAR video game would be so fun.
I would play that. I absolutely would.
I go to VR.
VR makes me throw up.
For Jamie's own interests.
I mean,
Right. Specifically, what parts of the book are you interested in having VR for, Jamie?
The war.
Yeah,
Fine.
of course. Yeah. That's
Fighting.
it, though. That's it. Yeah.
Think you could stab someone.
That's what we talk about.
You're truth teller.
Allie, you missed it in our last episode. We were talking more about Amarantha, and that we're like, okay, we shouldn't have been so quick to dismiss Allie when she was like,
She's also mentioned in my chapters this time.
okay, we should get going because we have big chapters and we've just been chatting away. Are we ready?
Yes.
It
It is
is
time.
Is it? To talk what?
Lore.
Lust and loose morals as we unpack adventures, escape to new worlds, and of course, swoon over our best book boyfriend.
We're diving into chapters 49 to 55 of A Court of Wings and Ruin. And babes, the energy has officially shifted from tense little court politics to the worst has happened and now it's on our doorstep. The High Lords may have stopped talking in circles, but now everyone has to put their money where their mouth is. If you made it this far, settle in because this next bit is cray.
This podcast has all of our favorite R words: romance, racy, risque, and of course,
RHYSAND.
as such, it is rated R. Please listen accordingly.
We'll kick off every episode with Babes Between the Lines
Where we read what's written, obsess over what isn't.
and dig past the dialogue so you don't miss the magic, motives, or mistakes.
Chapter 49. The courts all depart dawn. Oh, should we give out him?
Leave it and I pop again. I'm like, fired. Whoever's volunteering is fired.
That's right. From this. The courts all depart dawn, planning to gather their armies and ready themselves. The Court of Dreams, now back in the townhome, discuss what has happened. Reese surmises that because Nesta is so closely tied to the cauldron because of what she took, that when it awakens, she can feel it. This is also why he thinks Hybern wants her. She's the canary in the coal mine. Nesta is cold in her fury, saying they should have evacuated months ago. Elaine is clear-eyed for the first time in months, sitting silently.
How much time has passed from Mist and Fury, like when Hybern like blows up their world, basically with like Nesta and then becoming till now?
Not long.
I feel like not.
Because it's book
Months, I guess, at least.
Well, that's why when Nesta's like they should have evacuated months ago, I'm like, well,
Yeah.
how much time has actually passed? And honestly, yes, they have been wasting time.
Right. Yeah.
I think book
I mean,
one
check.
is like right after Feyre's birthday. And then she has her like birthday with Reese and they're married and everything has happened in Frost and Starlight.
Right.
So all this is within 1 year.
No, because
We did that
talked about-
timeline.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fuzzy at best, but we talked about how because it was in under a year, she came to Perithian and married Rhysand.
Yes.
But after that,
I think.
we haven't done a timeline.
I think.
Okay. ACOTAR starts in December, ends in October. Then
So, okay.
ACOMAF starts in December, ends in May. ACOWAR starts in June, ends in August. So ACOWAR is only 2 months.
Right. So when I guess in Mist and Fury they probably could have started like
Right. Evacuating.
Mhm.
Yeah. Must be what she was thinking.
Like 4 months in total.
Nesta's
Okay,
sitting
Nesta,
there.
it's like
Right.
2020.
Yeah.
Mhm. Just like idiots.
Come on, get there faster. Reese says that they can go to the Archeron estate and evacuate their staff, sail them away. But Nesta argues it won't be enough. They will want to bring their friends and family. And at that, Elaine chimes in. They can evacuate them to the Grayson's estate. His property, she says, is walled, well-stocked, and equipped with weapons made from ash trees. It won't be perfect, but better than nothing. Cassian muses that they can set up a guard, but Elaine quickly stops that train of thought. Grayson's family won't permit Fae anywhere near them. They also have hounds trained by mysterious and terrifying means to hunt Fae. Okay, as I was reading this, I was like, who could Grayson's family be or be related to within the Maasverse? Like, did they have a bigger story here about this motive for hating Fae? Because it's like they have this crazy property. They have like tunnels. They're so prepared. No one in the Mortal Lands is prepared. No one in the Mortal Lands has any idea this is coming except for Grayson's family, who is not just like prepared, but like has been preparing for what feels like generations. They have an ash grove, which all the ash trees were supposed to have been like burnt down, and like they have a whole grove of them.
Well, their ancestors were in the last war,
Right.
fighting though alongside the Fae.
Yes.
So something has to have happened between then and now, no? For them to hate.
This is what I'm thinking is I wonder if there will be a bigger story with Grayson's family.
Also the mysterious, like,
These dogs.
Yeah.
Well, that like, because how did they train them to hunt Fae?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, that's a bit ominous.
Also, it's cute that they think they won't like permit the Fae to do anything. Like,
Right.
Sure.
Yes.
that's cute.
We get into it. Absolutely. Elaine suggests she go to talk to Grayson and his father. If the Night Court accompany her, she thinks that their scents might confuse the dogs, while Elaine's Fae aspects are glamored. They can cast wards around the property while Elaine speaks with her former betrothed. When Feyre warns Elaine that this could end badly, she says, quote, "It's already ended badly. Now it's just a matter of deciding how we meet the consequences." This is a very, I would say, like, it feels like a very strong statement, like kind of just being like, yep, like things are actually already quite bad, and all we can do
We've already gone to shit.
all we can do is like move forward. And it doesn't feel very aligned with the picture that we have of Elaine as sort of being this like powerless, meek. Totally, it's interesting. Everyone begins to ready for what comes next. Cassian, thinking about how they will travel to the Mortal Lands, says to Nesta while looking at her dress that her clothes are not well suited for flying, and Nessie says in an uncharacteristically small voice that she has never worn pants before. Something flickers in Cassian's eyes, but he replies perfectly with, quote, "I have no doubt you'd start a riot if you did." I love this line because he sees that she is like scared and insecure and like she's never done that before, and she's a little embarrassed she's never done it before, but also she's like kind of embarrassed to put on pants and have her butt be like, you know, in these like form-fitting clothing. And Cassian's like, let's go. But like the way that he responds is like, I just love that.
Our emotional king.
Intelligent king, yeah. Nesta goes to leave, but before she can exit the room, Cassian stops her, presses a blade into her hands, and begins to lecture her with quiet intensity. Aim for the soft parts. Know where her exits are. Know where Rhys and Azriel will be at all times. Keep an eye on the men in every room. And Feyre realizes he won't be coming. He will be gathering the Illyrians, and he is desperate to equip Nesta as much as he can.
I would say the last bit is like solid advice,
right?
Woman.
Yes, I literally was thinking, I'm like, God, Cassian's such a great feminist. Like he's like, yes, all men. Like, do not trust a single one.
Yeah.
Oh, I just love it.
Even more so than RHYSAND, I would say. RHYSAND's all about choice, and Cassian, I don't know.
Cassian's like, nah, they all dogs.
Yeah.
Later, Feyre goes to find a very grumpy Amren. Feyre has been thinking on what Hybern... I mean, like, when is she not very grumpy? Like, truly. Feyre has been thinking on what Hybern has said to Rhys, that it would cost him everything if he were to have even a chance of defeating him. And while RHYSAND may be willing to make that deal, Feyre is not. Amren asks what Feyre wants. Direct, to the point, no bullshit, and our curse breaker matches her energy. There is a creature beneath the library. And this is where we finally learn her name, Bryaxis. When Feyre asks, what is it? Amren says she doesn't want to know. Cool. Feyre wants another bargain with her, and Feyre needs Amren to examine the wards that are keeping her trapped in the library. She doesn't ask our tiny ancient one. She stands tall in her high lady power and demands and game respects game. So they leave. Chapter 50. Amren is conspicuously quiet as she and Feyre enter the darkness of the pit. Feyre calls to Bryaxis, and Fear herself hisses that she is not to be summoned. But Feyre, unsurprisingly, says that in fact she does. As Bryaxis comes closer, she asks with menacing curiosity, who or what is it that Feyre has brought with her? And Feyre says, something like you. Like referring to Amren.
Okay.
I know. She tells Bryaxis that she knows someone locked her down here many years ago, and she has come to offer her another bargain. She tells her there is a war and asks if Bryaxis, once freed, would fight for them. While Feyre talks, Amren nods subtly, confirming she can break the wards keeping the creature locked away. Bryaxis is quiet at Feyre's proposed bargain, then says, quote, this is my home. So Feyre asks what is it that she would like, and after a beat, she says, quote, sunlight and moonlight, the stars. And Amren suggests a window in the mountain. This is interesting and also very funny because, God, Feyre is just a little bit like, you can't take her anywhere. She's having this discussion. They're supposed to be making a bargain. This is, Fear herself. And she's like, well, what do you want then? And she's like, I want sunlight and moonlight. And Feyre's like, well, I don't know, like how we'd like, and Amren like stomps on her foot and it's like a window. And Feyre's like, oh yeah. And then she's like, that's all you want? And Amren's like, shut up. Thanks. Gosh, will your head. It's also interesting, and it is commented on in this section, but that both Bryaxis and the Bone Carver are in prisons but don't want to leave. Mm-hmm. Like they both have the option to like be free, mm-hmm. and both of them are like, nope, like I'm staying.
But the Weaver wants to be free.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting.
I know.
When Caltine dies,
mm-hmm.
is she wearing the call? Like, is she Val? Like, has she been like, or is she enthralled?
She was
or whatever it is?
No, she was able to defeat it. Remember, she says
like
that.
Her own mind?
Yeah, she was able to.
So when Bryaxis is like, we're the same, you and I. Like, what does she
mean? Amren.
Because then is Amren also Val?
I don't know. It was an interesting when, like, and it's not Amren that says it, it's Feyre. She says someone like you or something like you. I mean, is that like just meant to speak to like their like level of power, spooky, otherness, maybe.
Spooky, like,
Yeah. Sounding spooky. Woo! I know, it's interesting.
I have a theory about Bryaxis.
Okay.
That when she disappears at the end of Act 4,
yes,
she takes over Nesta's body, like how Amren, whatever Amren was, took over Amren's body, and that's why in Frost and Starlight, Nesta's like, I don't feel anything. She's empty inside because she has another being inside her. She doesn't feel like herself. This is my theory.
Interesting.
Anyway.
That's really tough. I think that's just so interesting. Our dark, mysterious gal asks if she can hunt at will during the war, and Feyre says, feeling almost a little bad for Hybern, quote, yes, only Hybern, and only until the war is over, and then, like, not as, like she says it in her head, one way or another. Loophole alert. Like, yes, you can hunt at will, only until the war is over, one way or another. And so then Bryaxis disappears. Does this mean, like, obviously the war is not finished? Because otherwise the bargain would demand that she
return.
Fucking Feyre in these loopholes.
She doesn't learn.
She's not great at this. She's not a small details person.
No, she's a big picture gal.
Yeah. Bryaxis agrees, and the bargain is struck.
Oh boy.
Back in the townhome, Amryn begins to pore over the book once more, looking for anything that might help them. The Court of Dreams gathers, and before they leave, they pause, one breath, to look, to listen, to take in the beauty of their home and the city of starlight.
I love the townhome.
I know.
I want to live in the townhome.
Me too.
It's my favorite
Place.
Yes.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
so cozy.
Cozy, but like elegant,
Yeah.
but not fussy.
Nothing matches, but everything goes
works.
together.
Everything works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree.
It again, very British.
And French.
Like I imagine it cluttered, like kind of cluttered,
Yeah, lived in.
but like not in a bad way. Yeah.
No,
Like not like how cluttered.
nothing feels junky.
No.
You're like, oh, like there's a throw pillow that doesn't match, but oh, well, it's from my great
Yeah.
grandfather when he was over. And you're like, oh my God.
Mhm.
And there's like a little knickknack that like everything has a story. And
And I hate knickknacks.
I like knickknacks like that.
Yes, but I don't like. I hate clutter. And knickknacks.
Yeah.
I would say my house is not.
Not cluttered at all. No.
Just was like it's not cluttered. Don't worry about it.
It's not. It's not.
And
It's
resand like it's cluttered. You're Farah.
Okay.
It's not. It's great.
He talks a little bit more about the decorating.
No.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this really got under his skin. Oh, it's right here, actually. And then they begin to depart, leaving only Feyre and RHYSAND. Feyre tells Rhys about her bargain with fear itself, and Rhys, characteristically, says, quote, well, I suppose if I now have to redecorate my own lodgings to match Thesen's splendor, I might as well add a window for the poor thing.
Oh.
I know. I did love that though. Like he really is like, oh, Thiessen and his like fancy house.
Reflection pool.
Yes.
Oh.
Also, I was talking to Tess and I was like, hey, you got a shout out in episode 26. I'm very weird about it. I'm like, it's me talking about ornithologists and being like, ornithologists are great people. She's
Also
like,
weird.
also a big personality, but I have a big personality. I had a roommate who was like, exactly. Chapter 51. Oh, wait, sorry. They join hands and winnow to the Illyrian war camp. Chapter 51. The camp is chilly when Feyre and RHYSAND arrive, joining the rest of the Court of Dreams, and greeted by a sneering Lord Devlin.
Ugh, this guy. He's the worst.
Yup. The Illyrian Lord comments that it seems the rumors are true. The wall has come down, and Rhys, intentionally dressed in his tailored black suit, wings nowhere to be found, croons that it's just a temporary issue. This is so PR coded. Like, I just can't. Like,
It's fine.
yeah. Oh, it's a temporary
hiccup.
setback.
Just a hiccup.
We anticipated this. We're prepared. Like,
They are neither.
oh, neither. Like, he doesn't show up in his Illyrian leathers and he doesn't have his wings. And he even says to Feyre, like, I trained with them. I grew up with them. They know me as an Illyrian fighter. I need them to remember that I'm also their High Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's coming in. It's very like the corporate boss, like showing up.
I'm with you, but not one of you.
Exactly.
I'm above you. Ava.
Yeah. Inside, we're going to like split hairs here.
Yeah.
Rhys and Cassian begin to give cold orders while Azriel just stares at the gathered host of Illyrians with lethal, silent rage. He hates them, and they're described as staring back at him like he doesn't say a word, and they are staring
Ever.
ever. And they are staring back at him with like a mixture of like fear and also rage. Like
Mhm.
there is so much hatred there. It's interesting. As the directives come to a close, Lord Devlin seems to notice Nesta, eyes narrowing as he asks what she is. Quote, is she a witch? And Nesta says flatly, yes. Okay.
God bless.
Love it.
What do you make of this? Like that she just
I
is
forgot
like,
this part, and then I love it.
it's so good. And Cassian like tries to jump in. He's like, no, she's not a witch. She might act like a witch sometimes, but she's not a witch.
She's one of us.
Right.
One of us.
Right. And meanwhile, Nesta's like, I'm not one of you. Rather than continue to watch Nesta silently terrify the dozens of full-grown warriors, Feyre, her sisters, and more retire to their tent. Nesta asks what the difference is between a witch and a fairy. Quote, witches amass powers beyond their natural reserve, Moore answered with sudden seriousness. They use spells and archaic tools to harness more power to them than the cauldron allotted, and use it for whatever they desire, for good or ill.
This makes me think Moore could be a witch. And like, also because she kind of looks like the Hind.
Right.
So like, could she be from that bloodline of like the witchy bloodline that's
Right.
in Crescent City?
Yeah. I mean, Moore is such a mystery, like, at this point. I
don't
yeah.
think she is, but like,
It's a
she does
possibility.
look like she has golden hair like the
Yeah.
Hind, and like the Hind is described as like
Insanely
Really-
beautiful,
yes,
of
like-
course, right.
the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. in your life.
Oh, and then here's another, the most beautiful woman. Oh, and there's another, the most beautiful woman I've ever. Like, God, they're everywhere. Yeah, me too. Moore glamours Elaine, and Elaine studies herself, still beautiful but muted. And they leave, hand in hand, for the mortal lands. They approach Grayson's family estate, an impressive walled property with guards stationed at each gate. Feyre can see fields, pastures, groves, and a lake through the gate. A fortress, a prison, Feyre thinks. Elaine, head high, turns to the guards. Quote, tell Grayson that his betrothed has come for him. Tell him that Elaine Archeron begs for sanctuary.
Oh boy, we beg for nothing.
Okay. Oh. This lake, and I don't know if it's because I was listening to the audiobook too, because that's how I do my notes. She like pauses on it. She's like, and a lake. And I'm like, what do you know that I don't know? What's in that lake? Like,
The lakes,
pool of starlight, the lake with Nesta.
the lake with Vasa.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, what is? I thought of instantly. My brain was like, ding, ding, ding. Like, clue. Yes, another clue. Anyway, isn't that interesting?
Lakes.
I feel like there's something more with Grayson's family. We'll see.
What could it be though?
I don't know. I was trying to think of like
Well, they're not
Other-
magical.
no, mortal. I was trying to think of like otherworld crossover and like who has reason to hate the Fae, and mostly it's Crescent City where the mortals are really.
Yes.
And so I'm like,
What about Cole's family or Kale in
Throne of Glass?
mhm. I thought they hated magic people, or are they magic? I don't think so. They live in a castle,
Right.
and like they go
and his
back there,
dad's
and I thought they were kind of like, yeah, like he didn't like
oh yeah,
what is her name? Frick.
oh.
Anyways, his betrothed.
Yes.
He doesn't like her.
Mm-hmm.
Irene.
Great.
I'm like, it's Irene with a Y.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but I just feel like there might be something here.
Might have to hit the Reddit, see what's going on in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Chapter 52. We open in the deeply familiar territory of waiting. And more waiting. And while everyone else is trying to stay alert, Feyre does what Feyre does best and gently inserts herself in Elaine's business.
Of course she does. The nosiest girl.
We finally get the backstory of Elaine and Grayson, how they met at a ball, all very classic fairy tale energy, soft glances, and human romance before the world went sideways. But any dreamy nostalgia is immediately crushed by the setting because Grayson's estate is bleak enough that Nesta notes, quote, has felt more cheer at a funeral. So, like, this place is not fun. And
Yeah.
when it's described as, like, feeling like a prison,
Yes.
yes,
Mm.
accurate. And honestly, the ash arrows aimed directly at them are not exactly giving them the warm fuzzies.
And those are like, I know that we're all like, oh, they could like, you know, as if they stand a chance. But like Cassian specifically points out to Nesta before she leaves that even a scratch from an ash arrow is enough to make her woozy.
Nesta, though, we'll see.
I mean, Nesta's perhaps a special case, but like,
Yeah,
yeah.
like it is dangerous.
Mhm.
The iron does shit.
Mhm.
The ashes, like. Also, that they would like, but they also can't know that much because they still think like the
The
iron,
iron does
is-
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
cute again.
I know. Right. Yeah.
Eventually, a yellow flag is raised, and word comes that Lord Grayson will come to them, which somehow feels deeply ominous. They are brought into the guardhouse to wait. The space is cramped, far too cramped for Feyre, whose discomfort rises almost immediately. And yes, Feyre, technically you are standing in a tiny room with Rhysand, the most powerful High Lord in history, Azriel, the Shadow Singer, Nesta, who could probably kill someone with a look, and more, for whatever that's worth. Realistically, if this turns like bad, the walls around her are more decorative than protective.
Yeah.
Like, they're not. So then Rhys purrs. He reminds her, quote, "This place cannot hold you."
So, but it's her PTSD coming
Yeah,
through. Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
Trauma. Next up, a little tenderness between Feyre and Nesta. Feyre admits to Nesta that tight spaces make her anxious. And in return, Nesta reveals she cannot bathe in a tub anymore because of the
Right.
cauldron.
Yes.
It is brief, but it matters because for once their honesty with each other is not sharp. It's just simply there. Trauma quietly recognizing trauma. And somewhere in the background, we can all agree that indoor plumbing innovation may need to move way up on the Perithian priority list.
I mean, Reese is already redecorating.
Exactly.
so-
What's a shower?
I love this, like vulnerability begetting vulnerability. So
And it's
good.
not like snide or sharp or like,
Yeah, it's
it's
just
just-
soft and open.
It is funny though, because Feyre, when they're having this moment, she's like, I knew better than to take Nesta's hand. So she like still checks herself with Nesta to
Right.
be like, it's too much.
Right.
Touch her.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Yeah.
Touch her.
That's right.
Meanwhile, Azriel has already assessed the room because, of course, he has.
Naturally.
24 guards, Lord Grayson, and his father, Lord Nolan. Every entrance is accounted for before anyone says a word. Then the men arrive.
Blech.
Exactly. And Elaine goes completely still. Feyre notes that Grayson is handsome, but in a very human way.
Stop. That is like such a side eye.
Yeah. Less dangerous predator, more storybook nobleman who thinks he can still save the girl. And that contrast matters because standing beside the inner circle, and frankly beside Nesta, Grayson feels painfully mortal. Like
Drab.
she does this twice. She's like, oh, he's such a human. And then she's like,
Oh.
He's like-
oh.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, listen. I say,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
count your list, girl. Good God. Once the awkward glances and strained formalities settle, Nesta takes control of the conversation and bluntly tells him that the wall is gone. She explains what happened to her and why they came. Elaine, still holding on to hope where anyone else might have let it die, pleads with Grayson to help to open his gates to the humans seeking safety as the war draws closer. It's not really a political argument, it's a personal one. And for a moment, Grayson almost seems like he might like listen and
Yeah.
like she writes it like he's maybe kind of going back and forth in his mind because his eyes go to Elaine's engagement ring and you can kind of feel his, I guess, hesitation or what do you call the word when conflict? Like he's having inner conflict. He's like, ugh.
Yeah.
But he a dick, so it doesn't last long. But then Lord Nolan steps in, letting them know he knows. What, you might ask? Elaine is Fae, and not just Fae. Rumors have already spread that she was remade by the cauldron, and that she is mated to the son of a High Lord, which raises one very important question. Who exactly has been spreading that tea across the human lands? And before anyone can answer that, the chapter ends with one of the most unsettling entrances yet. Jurian waltzes in.
Oh my God, I forgot. I was like, who walks in? Jurian. What?
Mm-hmm.
I have so many questions, but I anticipate you're about to answer them, so I will wait. I'm like, who talk? What? Okay, go.
Chapter 53. We open with a face that no one in the room was expecting to see quite like this. and
Including
apparently
Jessica.
Jurian, fully remade and looking brand spanky new. The only tiny comfort is that he came alone. But let's be honest, alone, in air quotes, does not exactly make him welcome. The moment he walks in, the room shifts. Side eyes sharpen, tempers rise, and absolutely no one in the inner circle is ready to put him anywhere near the top of the trusted humans list. So they saw him in Highburn.
Yes, and
Yeah, 'cause
he
he
was
shot.
in the Spring Court.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But like as a villain.
Yes.
So yes, him being in this.
Oh, with the mortals.
Yeah.
Right. This is where he reveals he was a double agent.
Yes. Which it makes sense that he would be with the mortals because like he is a mortal. But you forget because he lived for like X hundred amount of years
In the ring.
and the necklace.
Yep.
So it's weird. Feyre's immediate instinct, revenge, because at this point it's practically her MO. Like anyone that scorns her, she's like revenge.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that's her
Instantly.
Yeah, she's like, I will get them.
That's her black and white thinking.
But for once, she pauses long enough to listen, and what starts as suspicion slowly turns into something much more complicated. Jurian explains that Highburn resurrected him to manipulate the queens, to help lure them into an alliance. But when he speaks about the queen who refused to go along with the king's plans, so the Golden Queen,
Right.
Feyre notices something that changes the entire tone of the conversation. So when Jurian talks about this, like, she's kind of looking to him to like see like this like rage roiling behind his eyes. But what she sees is like kind of clarity, and like she kind of looks at him in like a new way. She kind of describes that. She's like, oh,
Maybe you're not crazy.
yeah.
Okay.
Like obviously being trapped in a ring would do stuff to you. But as Jurian continues, he looks directly at Moore and says, we used to be friends.
Right.
Reminding her that they once fought back to back in the First War.
Also, her power is truth. So what's up? Is Jurian telling the truth or not?
I get into it. And that moment lands harder than expected because then he challenges her, calls out the fact that she believed he had truly sided with Highburn. So he's basically like, what the fuck, Moore?
Right. Your power is truth, and yet you're like, you couldn't tell.
And it raises a very uncomfortable little question. For someone gifted with truth, where exactly was that certainty then?
Kate, this is called out on the page.
Yes.
And
Jurian calls her out. No. They get
Breeze
into it a bit
past
more,
it.
but it's like when he speaks of Amarantha and Calypia, poor girl, Jurian makes it clear that every choice he made was rooted in the same thing it always was, survival. He says he would have done anything to keep the humans safe, anything to give them the smallest edge in the war they were never meant to survive. And while he's speaking, Feyre notices the way he says Moore's name with familiarity, with history, with something there that feels older than anyone is openly acknowledging.
like romance?
No, but she's like, it's odd.
Like he knows something, maybe?
Feyre always is clocking things that she's like, this is weird. Anyway, so
She sure is.
it's like, that is also her MO.
Yeah.
She's like, no, they're good. Then Jurian turns to Rhys, and suddenly this chapter pivots into something much bigger than suspicion. On a first read, this moment hit a bit differently because just Jurian reveals that he wanted Rhys to enter his mind back in Highburn.
He's like, you'll just know.
He's like, yeah, to see what his true intentions were all along. So when I first read this, I was like, why would he do like, But on a reread, you're like, oh yeah, duh. Like, why wouldn't he have done that?
Yeah.
Moore, sharp as ever, says what everyone is thinking, quote, you've been working to help us during this? Also, how did she not know? After that one word, us is in italics, and it lands with weight. So italics watch a little bit because I'm like, I just really feel like Moore is playing both sides. And I feel like us in italics has to like mean something. Anyways, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does. Who knows?
It's funny because I feel like at the beginning of this book, we were more like, well, maybe Morgan, we can kind of, she's a bit of a girl's girl. We like that.
Yeah.
And now we're like back to being like, oh, more.
Ooh, there's like my last chapter, I think I do. There's like both of those Both sides of that coin in
the
the chapter.
duality. Okay.
For all the distrust in the room, Jurian has to be given credit where credit is due, because somehow he has uncovered more about Hybern's weaknesses than the inner circle has managed to so far. Which, I mean, okay, he is mere mortal.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, like, he's been playing Hybern pretty hard, but he explains why he was so determined to find Draken and Miriam, not for revenge, not for old wounds, but for their legion. So, like, for what they could bring
The
to the coming
Peregrine.
war.
Yeah.
He let Hybern believe exactly what they wanted to believe, that he was driven by bloodlust towards Dracon because he took Miriam. And by playing that role, he gave Dracon and Miriam the chance to realize war was coming and that Jurian was supposedly hunting them. So, like, he expected that the rumor mill would make it to them.
Yeah.
He's very smart.
Yeah. Very, like, Ravenclaw, thinking 3 steps ahead.
Yeah. He is a forward thinker.
Yeah.
Thank God someone is.
Right. Yes. Mora's like, wait, what?
Oh, God. Now, standing in that cramped little guardhouse, he begs Rhys to look into his mind and see the truth for himself. And Rhys, understandably, asks the only question that matters. Why now? Like, why? Why? And Jurian gives them an answer that ships everything, quote, because the wall came down and now I can move freely to warn the humans here. Because Tamlin ran right back to Hybern after your meeting ended this morning, right to their camp in the Springport, where Hybern now plans to launch a land assault on Summer tomorrow.
Right.
So, war is upon us.
Right. Yeah.
This is where they stopped wondering whether Jurian can be trusted, because now the real problem is there's no time left to decide.
No, like, you need to be moving like last week.
Yeah. I feel like Jurian's done more as a mortal than like any of these freaking High Lords with all the magic in the world have done.
I wouldn't disagree with you.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
It just makes no sense. Chapter 54. Feyre and Rhysand search the corners of Jurian's mind, but nope, he's not hiding anything. There are no hidden lies, no carefully tucked away deception, no secret betrayal waiting in some dark little corner. But that does not make being inside his mind any easier. Feyre can barely stand it, because what she finds in there is not manipulation, it's pain. Guilt, rage, centuries of it.
Yeah, no kidding.
And it is one of those moments that reminds you what books do so well, because this is not just hearing someone's story, it's feeling it with them. So I've been seeing a lot on my feed lately about like how kids or even adults that read have like a higher
empathy.
Yeah, because naturally when you're reading a book, you're put in other people's shoes and you like feel what they feel.
Yes.
You like are in their mind, like
we've cried.
They rationalize things.
Yeah.
And it's like, I fully believe this.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even more so, like TV people, I guess, could argue can do the same thing, but like not in the same way.
No, your brain, they've done studies, like your brain is working very differently when you're reading a book than when you're watching a TV show.
Yeah. Well, because you have to use imagination. Like it's not.
I didn't fact check this, but I read once in a book propaganda, that when you're watching TV, your brain is working no harder than when you're asleep. Again, I didn't fact check that. But the author
we'll die on that.
Right. The author then they had never had a TV and kind of like bragged about it. And then they heard that and they were like, and that sounded heavenly. So I went out and I bought one that day. It is heavenly sometimes. Yeah. I absolutely agree that. Like, I think about, I don't know. I mean, I do know why, but like Lehaba's death for me was like so crushing. Like, I just adore that little fire spray. Yeah. And like, I cried over not even a fictional person, a fictional sprite. Right. A tertiary character.
A gargoyle.
Yeah. Bartholomew. Oh, stop. Why are you going to bring him up?
Yes. And I think that's probably true because when I'm reading, I'm doing nothing else. I can watch TV and like,
multitask. Yep, I agree. That's a good point. Yeah, I can't multitask when I'm reading.
No. As Feyre moves through Jurian's memories, you can feel her understanding shift in real time, and it becomes less about whether he can be trusted and more about what surviving has cost him. While all of that is unfolding, Azrael disappears to warn Cassian and the Illyrian legions.
Right.
Because unlike some people in this book, Azrael hears battle tomorrow and immediately gets to work.
Yeah, he's like, let's go.
Everyone else is like, we should talk about it more.
Again.
Azrael's like, fuck.
Oh, again, it's like that like senior leadership approach. It's like, let's talk about our talking and let's take a step back. And I'm like, no, take 20 steps forward, lean in.
Lean in. We learn more about Bassa, our Firebird Queen, and honestly, every new detail like kind of makes her story even more like sad and awful. She did not understand the game The Golden Queen. Her name is Demetra. Did we ever know this?
Maybe.
So I'm like, wow, we have two queen names now, Bassa and Demetra.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that. I'm like, it's just the queen.
Yeah.
Queening.
Yeah.
Anyways, R.I.P. was playing or the darkness festering among the other queens. And instead of being handed over to the adder to be killed, like Demetra was, she was given to the Death Lord beyond the wall and added to his harem of enslaved women, which we knew.
Right.
Honestly, I'm not sure which is worse, though. Like, would you rather be, like, enslaved by some, like, death god for your entire life, living as a bird in the day and a person at night, or dead?
I don't know. Right.
Those are your only options.
Yeah. That's looking
I
rough.
mean, impaled on a lamppost is, like, maybe a
Pretty gruesome. I think I might choose bird. Be like, maybe there's a chance someone's gonna come along.
The inner circle already knew something was wrong with the youngest queen. She knew she wasn't sick, but no one says that out loud in this chapter. And then, like, in the moment, they're like, nobody even look at Elaine.
Right.
Don't give it away.
Don't so much as blink.
Because she is still glamored in these moments, but like it's been revealed that she's fae, but they're like,
don't
to know
like
she's
draw.
a seer.
Yeah.
Just look over here, right here, here. Then, because apparently this war meeting needed one more emotional disaster, the conversation turns to Elaine's love life.
Oh my god, a real disaster.
Yes. Elaine quietly admits that yes, Lucian is her mate, but she also makes one thing very clear. This is not what she wants, and it means nothing to her. She also, Farah notes that she says his name for the first time. Lucian's name. Which was, I was like, huh. I mean, she's barely had 6 words since
her and Azrael.
Yeah.
The silent twins.
Grayson's father immediately dismisses her, reducing her to a possession, to ownership, to something that now belongs to someone else. And Elaine, soft as she is, finally gives us one of her strongest moments yet. Quote, I belong to no one, but my heart belongs to you. Like, she starts out so strong, and then I'm like, damn it, you could have just ended there.
Yeah.
It is heartbreaking because she means it. She is standing there offering Grayson the truth of herself, and he still cannot see past what she has become.
Right.
Faye is the line he cannot and will not cross.
It's
his deal breaker, folks.
Which again, I'm like, I feel like there's more here going on. Like, shut up. Stop. Is this the one time?
You checked Reddit?
I checked Reddit. I asked ChatGPT to like look. All of them are like just like, oh, maybe Elaine ends up with Grayson. There's nothing about no theories about Grayson.
Okay, she definitely does not end up with Grayson.
Does not end up with Grayson.
She chooses a very human-looking man over Azrael or Lucian.
Yeah,
the girl's got like, for a seer, she blind. Like, I don't know. Good God.
I am doubling down now. This is the one theory that I. Yeah, this is the one I'm
we
like.
have to flesh this out further.
Yes.
Let's meet about
TBD.
Let's meet and talk about it. Farah watches Elaine physically shrink under that rejection, and it becomes too much. She steps in and does what no one else in that room seems willing to do. She takes control. She tells them exactly how this is going to work. They will open their lands to the human under. They will open their lands to humans under threat, and the Night Court will protect them. But once again, they are met with what Farah sees as narrow-minded, hateful people. I find it really, I mean, I guess it's both sides in Prithian. Like, Hybern hates mortals, and all the mortals hate Fae. Like, And it's the same thing in Crescent City. Like, it's so bizarre.
Discrimination breeds, obviously, pain, and pain breeds anger.
Right, because they need someone to blame on.
Yeah.
All right. Good point. And just when it seems like humans might still resist, Jurian steps in and reminds him what refusing could cost. He warns them that Hybern will come, that these lands will not stay untouched. And as someone Hybern still believes is loyal, his warning lands in a way no one else's could. So he's basically like, if you don't do this, like, I'm going to stick Hybern on you. I'm going to tell him to come here, and he's going to fucking tear you apart.
Stop. I love it.
Jurian is good.
Yeah.
And they kind of, the Grayson and Nolan give him grief. They're like, oh, so you'd like stick someone on, you know, the people you're trying to protect. And he's like, I don't want to protect people like you.
Oh.
And he also kind of plays to Nolan's, like, he's like, I fought with your ancestors. This is where he says that. And he's like, they'd be like, you're fucking spitting on their grave by doing this. Not letting people
Nolan is Grayson's father.
Yes. And Nolan's like, Stop. Shies away from Jurian's threat.
As he should.
Then Grayson asks for his iron ring back.
Oh, Elaine.
I know. And somehow that moment hurts more than some of the bigger ones, because Elaine is wanting to keep that ring. And it's not about the ring.
No.
It's about the life attached to it.
Of course.
The last fragile piece of the mortal world she is trying to hold on to, even while it's slipping through her fingers. And Grayson, in all his cruelty, makes sure to sever it completely. Quote, I'm not marrying you. Our engagement is over. I will take whatever people occupy your lands, but not you. Never you. He is a dick. I can think of a few choice words for him, and so can Nesta. Quote, you never deserved her. Then, with the kind of cold finality only Nesta can deliver, she ends the entire exchange with, I assume we're done here. Like, that's all she says. And she fucking pivots on her heels.
Very eldest sister.
Yeah.
Like eldest daughter.
Yes, we absolutely are. Yeah. Before the chapter closes, Jurian gives them one final piece of the puzzle. He explains what's coming next for him. He will return to Hybern and pretend his failure to find Draken and Miriam has only made him more furious. Then he will go to the continent to continue to turn people against the queens. So he's also been like playing that angle in the continent, like with his visits. Like,
Jurian is like getting shit done.
He is a busy bee.
I love it.
He's a go-getter.
I love a man with a to-do list.
Then, also, and most importantly, he offers insight into how Cassian might stand a chance in the battle ahead. So he says, like, Hybern has all his weakest warriors on, like, I don't know, the left side or whatever.
Right.
I don't know.
Army flank.
You know, that. So to take them out first,
right,
and then like the rest of the army would be like those are the weak links.
Jurian is the most useful person in this room.
Probably in Perithian. Like no Joes.
Actually.
I love it.
Yep. So Feyre and Rhys are still reeling from the reality that Jurian is not their enemy. And as they leave, Jurian stops Feyre with one final truth. He congratulates her for killing the twins. So there is that moment when she kills the twins and Jurian is like,
Yeah, that's right.
He's like, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
She's like, what?
Oh,
I love the spring court.
Me, I would never.
So he knew. But Feyre brushes it aside because she did not do it for glory. She did it because they murdered the children of the blessed. So they're back.
The children of the blessed.
And Jurian answers, quote, why do you think I decided to trust you?
Also, last time when they asked about who said that Moore was such a liar, it wasn't Eris, it was Jurian.
Yeah.
Said Moore is such a liar. So now
Liar
like,
Moore.
he has like a weird...
He knows something about Moore.
He has like a weird trust thing. Where
He's like, the vibes are off with Moore.
But then why isn't he?
Why doesn't he call her out?
Yeah,
If
like
he's
more
playing a
blatantly.
long game.
Which he clearly is. He's smart and he's...
And he doesn't like Moore. So I'm like, what has happened? Well, at least now he doesn't like her.
Yeah, I don't. He liked her back then.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
Something happened.
Very interesting. Also,
And-
would we all be children of the blessed if we were humans.
Because we're like frantic for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like throw myself into the cauldron and hope for the best.
I think in episode 1, you even were like, you say something like, "Can I get some bangles?"
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Is it like a cat call?
Exactly. A little toy.
Yeah.
I suppose we would be children of the blessed.
Facts. Chapter 55. Strategy and shock kick off this chapter because everyone is still trying to process Jurian's warning while also figuring out what exactly they're supposed to do with it.
Yeah.
The war is no longer some looming threat sitting politely on the horizon. It has become immediate, tangible. In the middle of all that, we get a quieter moment with Feyre and Moore. And honestly, those softer conversations always seem to carry the sharpest truths. So whenever Feyre and Moore like hang out, I feel like there's like these little nuggets dropped and you're like, that makes you question everything Moore stands for.
Always.
So Feyre is surprised Moore never considered that Jurian might actually be telling the truth. And honestly, same.
Yeah.
But Moore explains it simply. She believed Amarantha had broken him, and after spending centuries trapped as a ring on someone's finger, that assumption does not exactly feel like unreasonable to Feyre. So she kind of starts to like move past that.
Like Moore is like, I never like used my power on him because I just figured he was bonkers.
She doesn't even say no. She doesn't address her power. She's just like, I just assumed he was crazy.
And again, Feyre doesn't know what Moore's power is, does she?
Truth.
Feyre, the world's nosiest girl.
Yeah.
Like every time she's like, the Moore again, whose power is truth, and then that's it.
Feyre's like, anyways.
Every time Feyre should stick her nose somewhere, she's
Never
like
does.
glazes over it, and then like the smallest, silliest detail, she's like, "Hey, tell me more." About
She's
that.
like, oh my God, you had an affair? Feyre, shut up.
Then Moore says, we're all broken in our own ways in places no one might see. And excuse me, Sarah J Maas, because that line does not just sit there. It lingers. It feels like one of those lines that sounds simple until you realize it's quietly pointing at like things we haven't seen yet.
Oh, the shadow is 4.
Yeah. Feyre notices that as well, sensing there's something underneath that statement. And for a second, it feels like she's going to say something. But Moore very deliberately shifts the conversation to Elaine. And Elaine is very much not okay. She is lying in her tent, crying, staring at nothing, still clutching the engagement ring she cannot bring herself to remove. It is heartbreak in its rawest form, and for once, there is no magic to fix it, just grief. I think through all of Prythian and this whole series, and even Throne of Glass and Crescent City, like when people are like going through stuff that's like emotional and like horrible, there isn't like a pick-me-up or they just go through it. Like there's no solution or like
Shortcut.
magic or shortcut. No, it's just like you have to do the work and like go through all of
agree.
this. And so it feels very like reflective of real life.
Yeah, SJM, I would agree that is a theme that she is like explores very masterfully is trauma. If that's grief or like whatever it is, you're right, doesn't try to skip that part because that's a huge part of life. And so it's a big part of her stories. Yeah.
Totally. Feyre, oh, no. Honestly, she needs a blanket, a pint of ice cream, and the Prythian equivalent to a tragic romance film because despite everything supernatural around them, heartbreak still looks painfully human. Feyre, and she's in her older sister era. She briefly considers murdering Grayson herself, while I'm also imagining what it might look like if Nesta were ever fully unleashed upon him. She kind of like was like,
The real older sister.
that would be, she's like, that'd be great.
That'd be entertaining. Just get
like,
some
okay,
popcorn going.
Back to reality.
Right.
And honestly, both of those options feel valid. But that anger softens when her thoughts drift towards her father, who we haven't seen in a hot minute.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, like she talks about him with the myrrh and like Helion.
Right.
The smell of Helion. But toward the last fragile thread connecting them to the mortal lives they once had. And it is one of those small moments that reminds us, even after everything they have become, part of them is still looking backwards. So like, even now that they're Fae, like they're still in whatever way they are, like clinging to the part of them that was mortal.
Yeah, like it'll always be a part of them.
Yeah. At night, as the night winds down, they prepare to finally get some rest. Moore delivers another line that feels far too loaded to just casually leave sitting there. Quote, "It's so much harder when enemies turn to friends, and the opposite, I suppose. Why didn't I see it? What did I overlook or dismiss? It always makes me reassess myself more than them."
Yeah, why didn't you see it more?
But like here, where she talks about like how hard it is when like people you believe were enemies becomes friends, but then also people that you thought were your friends
Become your
enemies. And I'm like,
enemies.
Moore has it in for the night court. She must.
Like she's speaking about the inner circle.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I feel like she is.
There's definitely a case there for sure.
Mm-hmm. Especially with what Rhys did with freaking Kier and
Here,
Eris.
and the city of Starlight and all of it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or she could maybe be talking about Eris, enemies to friends. She's not there yet.
No, she's not.
And that moment feels, unless she is, I'm not telling anyone. This more again. And that moment feels bigger than Jurian because, yes, on the surface, she's talking about trust and about missing what was right in front of her. But it also feels like Moore is quietly admitting that sometimes the people we misunderstand the most are the ones we thought we knew best. I feel like she feels like wronged by someone.
Yeah.
Well, I think the whole her Rhys with Eris was like the knife in the chest.
Yeah. It was a irreparable break.
What happened before? Because like it wasn't
yeah,
just that.
There must have been.
Like, what is the catalyst that has like made us think through this whole series that she could be a villain? Like, what's her
Villain origin story.
yeah? What's her origin story?
Yeah.
Book 6? Question mark. And then the chapter gives us one final shift from all that emotional heaviness into something achingly intimate. A quiet moment between Feyre and Rhys. Just the two of them on the mountain beneath the stars. So his wings are out now. They're in the Illyrian war camp and his wings are out. And she like talks about nestling into him. And I'm like, how great would that be? We're just out here.
He's
like,
so cozy. Right. Yeah.
Like a little-
Snuggle up.
Yeah, it's cute.
Like a built-in blanket almost.
Yes. A membranous blanket. Just the two of them on the mountain beneath the stars, stealing a breath before the world asks more of them again. It is vulnerable and beautiful and heartbreaking all at once, because even in a war, they still find each other. And then the chapter closes on the kind of line that reminds you exactly how fleeting these moments are. The last of the stars vanishing as the army below us awoke to do battle. And just like that, the quiet ends.
Oh my God. We're here.
It is time.
It is time.
It is time.
For hot takes, theories, and thirsts.
Yes, but also, so I didn't write this down. So we talk about it now. But in this last paragraph, it says Feyre kisses Rhys for the last time. And I'm like, the last time before he did?
The last
Like,
time
is that
before they go to
foreshadowing?
like...
Oh yeah.
Like for when he died?
Oh, maybe.
Anyways, I thought that was interesting.
Good catch.
Elaine is a doe. What do we think about this?
As a doe.
She's described as going as still as a doe. And she's described, I think, as a doe more than once in these books.
Oh,
Nesta as a stag.
right. Elaine's
What
a
a-
doe.
Behind is a deer. Like, what the is going on with deer in the Maasverse?
Like whole deer thing. I don't
Like,
know.
there has to be more.
The Lord of the North.
We talk about it a lot, but like, I just really want to know, like, why.
Yeah.
Series is done, and then or like all of these theories that
Are answered.
or they're not. Just, like,
Stop, like Lost style.
Yes.
I will rage.
Everyone's gonna be broken inside. Like when I finished Throne of Glass, I was like, I'll never be the same.
It's
again.
done. It is a little like Harry Potter, I think.
Yeah.
When that world was done, I was
Right.
like, are you serious? I don't want to leave.
You're like, now what?
Yeah. I love
Like
that
the last
world.
book is released, and you're like,
How could it be done? I know. But at the same time, if they never finish it, it always ends up just getting like, you know what I
For
mean?
sure.
Like, yeah. You do have to quit while you're ahead.
I know, but you wanted to go.
I know.
Plus, I still have questions.
Yes.
Interesting.
A doe. I don't know.
I know.
There is a lot of deer references
Mm-hmm.
throughout.
Theories about Jurian and more. So we talked
I
about
don't
it a little
know.
bit, but like, what?
I don't know.
Something happened, and Jurian knows that more of that. He knows.
Is it like okay?
Jurian more than I trust more.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
So Jurian, okay.
But Jurian's
Remind
now in the
me.
human lands. Or in the continent.
Yeah.
With the band of misfits.
Yeah. Way back when in the war, Jurian, Amarantha. Why did Amarantha hate Jurian so much? Because he fell in love with her.
Killed his sister. Her sister.
Killed her sister.
Clithia.
Her sister loved Jurian. Fell in
Yes.
love with him.
Well, he like
He seduced
wooed
her.
Yeah.
because he was in love with Miriam.
Right. But
He was the one who broke her free of
Amarantha?
the Blacklands Queen.
Blacklands Queen.
Because the Blacklands Queen was betrothed to Draken. And as a gift to Draken, she gave him Miriam. Draken
Seems
fell in
short-sighted.
love with Miriam. Jurian helped them, or they ran away and helped to escape.
Right.
And Miriam loved Jurian initially, but then she fell in love with Draken.
Oh, right. It was a bit of a love triangle thing.
And then Jurian manipulated Clithia to try and get the upper hand for the war.
Right.
Yeah.
And then killed her.
Yep.
And then Amarantha in
Hired in for
revenge.
Jurian. Yep.
Okay, theory online is that Jurian can tell that Moore is the like political weak point in the group in the Night
And-
Court.
And he wants to exploit that?
Yeah.
Why?
Weak as in how?
Says Jurian spends most of the war arc acting morally gray, even when aligned with the good side. Fans speculate he doesn't fully trust the inner circle and sees Moore as a political weak point due to her hidden truth and past trauma. He's testing whether Moore would break under pressure like she once did in the Court of Nightmares. He's a long game strategist, not just a redeemed hero.
How did she break in the Court of Nightmares?
She's not in it.
Or Court of Nightmares.
Like,
I don't think she broke. I think
yeah.
they.
I don't know if I buy
destroyed
that
her.
one. Yeah. Definitely he's a long game strategist.
Mhm.
And there is something there. How does Amryn know? Why does Amryn know?
That's what I mean. Are they the same?
Yeah.
Are they both
Like calling to life,
Valg
kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe. You're really hankering after the Valg being brought back in,
Mhm.
Throne of Glass villain, and I'm like a Siri. You know what? I bet we're both right. I bet it'll be the big bad from both of them coming together.
They made
That
it.
would be
I know it's
good.
an Asteri Valg
and
hybrid. It's bad.
okay. Also with Bryaxis, who locked her up? Do we think
I don't think she's locked up.
she
Yeah,
is?
she's warded
Amryn. Yeah, Amryn goes, and there are wards keeping her.
Yes, but I don't think it's I think that
Oh, that Bryaxis could have broken through them.
no, I think that the library is a place of safe haven, right?
Right.
So I think that whatever Braxis is needed safe haven and stayed down there. And I don't think the wards were to keep her in, but maybe to protect her.
To keep something out.
Yeah.
But why can't she get out then?
She didn't say she wanted to get out. She said she wanted to stay and she's
Right, she wants a window.
Oh, Allie.
I'm a thinker.
You
But
and
how
Thinker,
come-
you and Jurian.
Right. Yeah. All right.
Hmm.
I'll buy it.
All right.
I'll buy it.
But
It
who-
also goes along, I'm thinking about how Braxis is fear.
Yeah.
How all of the people that work in the library are they've been abused
Traumatized.
so bad, which would make it, I don't know, maybe Braxis is a accumulation of all of their fear put together. I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, Braxis was also suffered severe trauma. She's
If-
who we think she is.
If Praxis is Caltaine, yeah.
She must be. Like, I don't know what I'll do if that's not true.
I know, I love that theory. It's probably one of my favorite fan theories I've heard to
Agreed.
date.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Because Caltaine is so, I didn't see it coming in the Throne of Glass, but it also in a way that as it was unfolding, I was like, yeah, like sometimes a twist comes and you're like, okay, and you have to suspend
Kind
your...
of came out of nowhere
Right.
and like suspend your beliefs.
Yes,
about things.
exactly. But Caltaine, I was like, I never saw that coming, but I am here for it. Like it worked. Okay.
It would also make sense that she could come from Throne of Glass to Prithian because she cuts the word key out of her arm.
Yeah.
Yes, and gives it. But like she still, I feel like, would have the power to like go through
Move through worlds or universes. I don't know. Interesting.
Have you also, was it you that told me this theory about the salt mines?
What is
Okay,
this?
so Selena works, or Aelin works in the salt mines, and the salt is used to like summon demons and like
Right, in Crescent City.
Yep. And so there's this theory that the king, that's why the king, like Dorian's dad, was mining salt because he wanted to find the salt that could take him
To summon the demons,
and open the portals.
Oh my god, I love it. I love these
I don't know who
crossovers.
comes up with this stuff, but I'm like, yeah, genius.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Not us.
Yes,
Except for
yes,
maybe
sitting
with
there,
Grayson's
she's like-
family.
Right, so I guess I have to tidy that loop.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Mm.
Again, tomorrow SJM problem.
Mm-hmm.
So Coast J and Maeve. I think Coast J is Valg. I'm really on the Valg train.
You are.
Because Maeve was Valg. And she collected males. Like her, what did she call them?
Cadre.
Yes. And Coast J collects females. To what end? No, nobody knows.
Everybody wants women.
Facts. I don't know. Like, yeah. This whole thing.
Swan Lake story over
Yeah.
here.
It's weird. Like, why does he want all these women? And like, he's still alive in book 5.
Yeah.
And like, he could. This is why I feel like the Valg are the next like
Boss.
Yeah. Because like he's still living.
Yeah.
Yes, dearie, they did.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess time is time or space or whatever has, between the worlds or the universes, the multiverse, if you will. But like, he's still alive. The Asteri in theory are dead. I know you don't think they are. They did. Well, they're nowhere. They're in no man's land, literally. But if they don't have an energy source too, how can they live? So like if they're trapped nowhere, how can they still live?
I haven't read these books obviously, but in ACOTAR, Sarah talks about when they have like shit that they don't want, they send it to the nowhere.
A pocket of nothing. Mm-hmm.
When did they say that? What book?
I think actually in Akawar there is like a mention of and in Mist and Fury, Rhys is like training her about something, and then he like when he's explaining winnowing, he talks about pockets of nothing and stuff like that. Yeah. What was I gonna say? You were talking about the Valg being the final boss, and then the Asteri. I can't remember where I was going. Coast J. Oh, I do. Okay. Coast J, my only thing is if he's the final boss, it just feels inconsistent with at least what we know about the Bone Carver and the Weaver, where they were not exactly antithesis to the plight of the Night Court, right? Like the Weaver was, I would say, more just like out for a good time on that battlefield, right? But the Bone Carver seems like sympathetic and empathetic a little bit in his own way to their cause. And so
Coast J's tied to a lake, so like there's that.
yeah, I don't know. He's an unknown. We know so little about him. Like we know that the Bone Carver was scared of him. So
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But like he's tied to the lake, so what did the Bone Carver have to be scared about?
I don't know.
There's some loose ends.
I know. I feel like in these last few chapters, I'm a bit like,
especially after reading Crescent City, I'm like, make it make sense.
I know.
Make it make sense.
This is why I tell everyone, I'm like, you have to read Crescent City, because so many people don't. They read Throne of Glass, they read ACOTAR, and then they don't, or they read only like book one. And I'm like,
and you have to read the whole thing at the end.
You do. Yeah. You have to read all of it. Because then you're like, ding, 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 ding. But also question mark.
So I also had a thought about Helion. Shocker.
As did I.
We have thoughts. So could it be possible that he will die and Lucian will become like
High Lord?
Like Baron will die and Eris will become
High Lord of the Autumn Court.
Yeah. And then they'll be like, well shit. Like, whatever. And then Helion will die and Lucian will become High Lord of the Day Court.
I could see it. Maybe Helion has to, like, as spell cleaver, has to like do something with like the world, close a portal, open a portal, and then that like it takes everything and he dies.
Or will they resurrect the Dusk Court?
Yeah. Oh, and that.
And Lucian could be High Lord of the Dusk Court because it's a solar court. So like maybe that is different. I don't know. I hadn't thought about that now.
I thought you were all like, Bryce is the High Lady of the Dusk Court.
Well, she should be, yes.
She smells like dusk.
And also she's the heir.
To the Starborn heir.
Yeah. Yes. For sure she is. But then I'm like, if Bryce doesn't come to Prithian, how will they resurrect the Dusk Court?
I so desperately want Aelin, Feyre, Nesta, Elaine, and Bryce all in one room.
Bryce and Nesta have a funny dynamic. Like, I feel like there again, we said it like 8 times this episode, but like game recognizes game.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I see you.
Hey, girl.
You got like skills. Like when she ends up like not winnowing, but when she portals back to Crescent City after she takes Truth, or after they kill the Asteri under the Dusk Court. Yeah. She's like, okay.
All right, girl.
Yeah, I see you. Aelin would just be like, surprise, we're doing this. Surprise. Catch up. She loves a good surprise.
Oh, does she?
God bless her. I think that's it. And that's where we're leaving it this week, babes. We got Elaine standing in front of the life she lost, Nesta quietly saying more than she meant to, and Jurian strolling in remade like he was not about to casually drop the kind of information that sends everyone's blood pressure through the roof.
Including Jessica, who's like, what?
Jurian's here?
Next time, there's no more standing around talking about what might happen. Summer is in the crosshairs. Old instincts are about to take over, and that tiny window to get ahead of Hybern starts closing fast. Because from here on out, babes, the war is not just looming in the distance, it's on the move.
And we want to hear from you as it continues to do so. And we continue to build this little corner of our world and fall in love as we dive into fantastical worlds, fabulous folklore, and fine males and shitty men. Follow A Court of Books and Babes Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And while you're at it, click the subscribe button. Lastly, you can show us a little love by taking 5 minutes to rate and review our podcast on Apple, Spotify, and share it with all the babes in your life.
Until next time, stay bookish, babes.
Well,